so what's it gonna be? You're trapped in a new world, a street by the creek. The third chapter, so what's it gonna be?
Let's go.
What's up guys, this is RYU and welcome to the channel again. Today we are doing a video on the first boss of the Trendy Guile event, and it's RYU and Ken. Sorry for the late video, but you know, the first boss is always a little tricky, so I found out some teams that worked pretty well, and I'm gonna show you guys. So let's first go through the main damage that I did here. First team is Adon, as I've been saying since he released. This character is insane, and he got so much damage and so much consistent damage. He doesn't have the same problem as Dhalsim that gets his burn damage bugged. Almost all his damage is calculated, so you won't lose much damage. Like on Dhalsim, for example, on this Dhalsim team right here, the damage on the run was about 650 million damage, and it just got 580 million. So Dhalsim has this problem, okay? So let's first talk about the battle list. Right now I'm using the battle list like this. I like to have this one and this one at level 3, and this one is also really important for Fire Adon, because burn damage comes mostly from attack, okay? And this is why this is really important. This one is important because we need to have the bars at the right timing, and this helps a lot, especially with the Oni team, to get the damage going all the time, okay? In this burn, we are burning the enemy almost always. All teams have at least something that get these stacks. The only team I think is the one that is not so consistent with this, because the shock damage from that team comes from Koken, but you know, all the teams has at least one way to dish out that damage. So now let's talk a little bit about the teams. I'll talk about the Fire Adon team last, okay? Oni team. Sadly, I still need one more Starlight for my Garmagalakan, but he's still pretty good, pretty decent, and he gives me a lot of bars also. I wanted to try some other things with this team, but doing like this is already pretty okay. I've got a lot of runs with this team doing decent amount of damage, but it could be better, okay? Viper team. This is not the Viper team I'm gonna show you guys. I have a better run because I figured out that it's better to just run Viper instead of running Sagat for the C3, because you have a lot of problems with this don't being your first team. If this was your first team, the Sagat RNG, you can try to get Sagat RNG to work. Then the team using Sagat, not using Athlete Chun-Li here, we would be using Street Poison, as on my team right here, this team, because Sagat C3 is a lot of RNG involved. If Sagat hits the C3 a lot of times, we can get about 600 million damage with this team, 500 to 600 if Sagat gets good damage. You can see right here he just did 67 million, and he should have a damage higher than Viper if he got a good good RNG. Okay, so this is why for consistency, running Viper for Super and C3 is probably better. This is why I changed to. I was just trying things here. Change it to Athlete Chun-Li because Street Poison is not good if you're not gonna stack her, and you can stack her doing Viper Super and C3, and using Sagat just as a mid tank, because mid tank is really important on this fight, as you are going to see on the Adon and on the Dhalsim team. This is all auto. Okay, yeah, I was just getting a good score for this team to have a replay for you guys. Okay. And also, let me show you guys a better team with Dhalsim. A better RNG with Dhalsim. This run was pretty decent. I'm probably showing you guys this replay. Okay, so let's start from the bottom. Okay, let's go with the Dhalsim team first. Let's see the replays. Oh, and talking about replacements, I forgot about that. Here on Adon team. I've got pretty decent damage with just one try using Feilong here, and don't matter the assists, I just put anything just to try it, and you can probably get 1 billion damage using Feilong as a support for Adon. You don't need Flame Chan for Adon to shine. Okay, this is how much this character is strong and crazy. Okay, this character is crazy. Just having good timing. I'm not showing you guys this replay. I'm showing you guys the actual replay of the run. But if you incorporate the same amount of effort with the dodges using Summerlina, with the dodges using Able, you can pretty much use the same strategy for the Feilong team, okay, using Feilong C2. So let's start out with Oni team. This team is pretty straightforward. You can replace Gormagala here with Evil Ryu, but I prefer Gormagala on this team specifically because he gives you a lot of bar, and this benefits Oni a lot. Okay, so let me show you guys this run and I can talk more about it. I'm using the new EX here just because I don't have a better one to run with this team. Oni EX is... Sorry guys. Oni EX is pretty strong with Oni himself, and some healing trying to get Gouken to stay alive the most time possible. This is also not the better run I had, I think, but you can get better damage with this team if you manage to get Gouken on the front at the right timings and have him tank the damage for Gouken on Ken Super specifically, because Ken Super is the strongest here. Okay, so I'll show you guys this run because here we have two runs that are pretty good on this run, and I'll show the Adon and the Viper runs on different replays on different runs. Okay, so let's go. Let's start with the only one. Here you wanna try to wait at least for the first attack from Gormagala Ken, so you have some spare bar, okay? And you can just spam. Just try to be careful not to skip on a trigger, because this happens sometimes, okay? You can end up skipping his trigger if you combos too fast with him, okay? Here you see I tried to get Oni on the front as much as possible to get him to tank damage instead of Gouken. This is kind of hard because Oni is a sneaky guy on the on this fight. He usually don't get targeted, so it's kind of hard. But anyways, his damage is crazy. So you end up. Oh, see here, Go can die the first time, and the damage is almost done. Gouken is dead, and now we just have Oni to finish things up. Okay. Good damage, good run. I probably get a little bit more of damage because of Witch Jury here. Yeah, almost 50 million damage. That's it. That's the team. Not a hard team. Really easy team to use. Pretty straightforward. No secrets. Okay. If you don't have Oni, you can try to run another strong DPS here. Gaio might work, not as good as Oni obviously, but he should work on this team as well. And as I said, you can use Evil Ryu here instead of Gormagala. Okay? Dhalsim team. On this team, I find it hard to replace Rose, because the thing about this team is you wanna try to have all the characters comboing from behind Bison. So there's not much characters that have a good C2 and that don't go to the front. Maybe Mummy Dhalsim, maybe I don't know. It's hard. But all I can think of right now is Mummy Dhalsim, Combat Gaio, but they just give a little bit of damage. They don't contribute to Dhalsim damage, which is better. Okay, so Rose is the best pick here. Okay, so let's take a look at the run. See Dhalsim damage. Here you need to be really careful. You stack, I think I stacked 2 times with Dhalsim, but you need to be really careful because it's so tempting to use Bison C3 here. But if you get your team to all the way to the back, to the corner, you will end up having Dhalsim go in front of Bison a lot of times, and this is really bad. This, you can see I used Bison just to go a little bit on the front and try not to get them to push the team on the back. This was kind of lucky that Bison pursued Ryu on the Radoken here. But anyways, now we start comboing for real. Just slow-paced combos, do your timing, get some stacks of meditation in between combos, and keep going. Keep going, try to have Bison on the front as much as possible. Dhalsim almost died there, I used the heal. Again, Bison exploding, Dhalsim going, and we are getting cornered. But now Bison did it again and got in the front. This is really good. Now you can see that Fashion Blanket died, but the timing was at the end. I would probably be able to get another combo there, but as this is not our priority team, this is our third team, we need to be consistent. So it's not a hard team to use actually. Managing Bison is a lot easier than managing Summerlina and Abel, for example, because Bison will try to get on the front almost all the time. So you just have to time it right, do some test runs, put this team on the first team and try to get some runs with it and get the pacing. And then when you have confidence, you put this team on the back or any from second to fourth and get your Adon team on the front. That's your ace team, your powerful team. Also, you can have good damage with Dhalsim also on the first team if you don't have Adon yet. But Dhalsim is not as nearly as consistent as Adon. Okay, so go there, try to get your Adon. Some friends from Discord and from WhatsApp, Horus and Flatus, they are on the same guild as well on EU, and they showed me that they were able to get 1.5 or a lot of damage, a lot higher than 1 billion damage with Adons that were SS plus and FS30. As I'm always saying to you guys, FS30 is the most important thing for Adon. His cards are good, but are totally not necessary, okay? So, next team we'll take a look at Viper team, okay? Let's see. Viper here is also pretty straightforward. You get bars, wait until 3 bars, wait until Ken does his thing, so you have a good timing, kinda, and just combo. Straightforward, nothing much to do. Viper team, you don't need to combo really fast. You wanna try to get Nero to the front sometimes, so Viper don't just die. But pretty straightforward, okay. You see, Viper will get hit there. The ideal word is trying to delay a little bit on some hits to get Viper on the back and have Sagat or Nero to tank the damage for you, okay? Viper took some big hits there, but she's probably gonna leave because of the healing here. And now, if I remember correctly, Nero will probably die. Am I right? Oh no, this time actually Sagat took the hit. This was a pretty good run, but not so much damage because I had some spare bar there that I just was so careful that I ended up having spare bar. This is not good. You want to use all your bars on this kind of teams, but I was just trying to show my point here. This was not a real run, it was just a test run to show you guys this team, okay? This is the idea. You can use Sweet Poison here, but on this specific case, as you're not gonna be able to stack Sweet Poison, Athel Chun-Li is better. If you have regular Lina at FS30, she's also good, but you have to be really careful because she loves to kill herself. She loves to jump on the front and get Shoryuken by Ken and just die. Okay. So now to the ace. Let's take a look at the best team. Adon, the king, the best character in the game for a lot of contents right now. He's incredible. He's really strong. Mine is not 5 stars yet, but he will be as soon as I'm able to get him. Okay. And before we get to this team, as always, there will be a PayPal QR code here at the top if you want to support the channel and help me grow with the channel, because everything donated to this PayPal will be used to get content on Street Fighter Duel and bring more things for you guys to see. Okay, more characters, different characters, weird characters. If I had enough resources, I would be able to, I don't know, use regular Dudley on regular Dudley on PvP, for example. I'd love to test this character FS30 on PvP. That's just an example, but you know, the PayPal is for this. Is to get more content on the game and bring to you guys. Okay. So the idea of this team, I'll have to give you guys a brief information before we go to the fight. Okay. First, on this kind of boss, I don't feel like Kemi Vega EX is that important, but I hadn't tested, okay? Because it helps, but it's probably an EX worth of 300 million damage. It's a lot, but it's not necessary, okay? But still, it's a EX that's on the market forever, it won't go away, and you need to get it. It's so strong, it's so powerful, it's really important for Adon, so just go there and get this EX. This EX is incredible, okay? I'm using Akuma as a second EX because I feel like this is the better EX to boost Adon damage for the entire fight, and as he do consistent damage during the entire fight, this is a really good EX for him, okay? But for this we need to be a little careful. For example, I don't want Chan to have more damage than Adon, okay? Because then Chan will end up getting the buff from the EX, and we don't want this. We want Adon to get the buff, okay? And okay, for the team, the idea here is trying to use Summer Lina to tank the damage from the Shinshoryu from Ken, and use Able to tank the damage from the Hadoken. And when you're out of timing, you do the opposite. You try to use Summer Lina to tank the damage from RYU Hadoken, and you try to use Able to tank some of the damage from Ken Shinshoryu. Because you won't be able to tank all the damage from the Shinshoryu because it hits more than Able shields can take. But there's something really important on the Shinshoryu from Ken. They hit harder on the last hits, so you can tank some hits at the start and use Able C1 at the right time to tank the strong hits, okay? So let's take a look at the replay and you guys can see what I'm doing, okay? It was better for me to wait until the second super from Ken, okay? To get that's actually not Shinshoryu, that's Shoryu Hepa. But anyways, here we start comboing here. We want to bring them to the back before the end of the fight because we want them to be sitting on all the walls without moving so much. And this happens by using Chan Super on Ryu Hadoken, but we are only doing this at the end, so we can net good damage here, but we are focusing right now on getting the stacks for Flame Chan because it's kind of hard. Here I start trying to push forward. I end up losing Elena and using the Virgil EX at a weird timing. So this is probably a run that could have been about 2 billion damage maybe, but that timing there was trash. That timing there was trash. I would have at least one more firewall going on right now. But anyways, the damage is still there because the idea here is Fire Adon have consistent damage. He gets damage on the field, and when you get more stacks on the characters, when you get more stacks on him, your damage that is already on the field will get stronger, so you constantly get stronger with this character. He's crazy, he's incredible. But that's the idea of the team. It's kind of hard to get the timings, but you guys can replay these videos sometimes, take a look, put on a slower speed, mute my voice because my voice won't be pretty. It's already not pretty, but it won't be pretty on slow motion, so just look at the video in slow mo, okay? Mute my voice and try to get the idea of the timings at least at the start, because this is the important part. When you start to get all the after you get all the stacks for Flame Chan and you get the characters to the back, this is where you want to keep doing damage and try the most to time things and don't die. But another important thing, I try to use during the entire fight Flame Chan Super instead of Adon Super because of the stacks. Ken also can get stacked, so that's more damage. If you get at least 25 stacks on Ken, that's big because Adon will start hitting more on Ken also, and this helps a lot. Okay, so that's the team, guys. The video took a little longer than I expected, but you know, for teams it starts to get a little crazy, right? So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys like, leave a like, subscribe to the channel to get more contents like this, hit the notification bell to know when new videos come, and that's it. Thank you so much. Again, the QR code is up there right now, and if you want to support the channel, just lend me some help, okay? Because this is gonna help me get new things for you guys to watch. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and see you guys next time. I'm always really bad at the endings, right? Peace.